They say, if I went missing, how long would it take for people to notice me missing?
So my main point is, who found who? You know what I mean by that?
Well, good, my people.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the JDU podcast. I'm excited for this one, brother.
You remember that?
Yeah, it's something different. We never done this
Something
before.
different.
But we're gonna give it a go.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a go. So,
Yeah.
I got 3 segments for us today.
Yeah.
All right. So the
Yeah.
first one is gonna be 60-second story.
Okay.
Okay. So a 60-second story is
Yeah.
you're gonna tell a story for 60 seconds without pausing, without stopping, for 60 seconds straight.
Any story.
Any story, bro. Any story.
Does it have to be true or
It doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be true. It's just you gotta keep waffling for 60 seconds.
Okay.
If you pause, you gotta either we gotta stop or we gotta start again.
Okay.
We have to decide.
What are we trying to catch here? Whether you can tell a story 60
Yeah,
without-
so you gotta go 60 seconds
Yeah.
without pausing.
Okay.
Let's see if your brain can be firing quick. You know, you just gotta be waffling. Can you
Some of you
waffle
guys are professional
60
No, there.
60 seconds straight?
No,
Yeah.
fail.
So
Okay.
we're gonna set a timer.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, if we fail, are we restarting? Or we just stop it and you're gonna go?
Yep.
So we try it next time.
Yeah.
Can we get like a practice run?
But
Okay, the first one
Yeah.
is gonna be a practice run. But if you fail the second time, that's it, lock off.
For 60 seconds.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna just down.
if you pause
I'm gonna just down this
or
one.
stop,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta get my shit together, bro. One more clap.
For 60 seconds.
60, that's a long time, you know.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. 60 seconds straight.
60 seconds,
We gotta
right.
set a timer.
Yeah.
So I gotta waffle for 60 seconds straight,
Right.
bro. I never done this before, man.
Are you sure about that? they were telling me a professional waffle.
Bro, I gotta waffle for 60
we can
seconds
talk,
straight.
so yeah.
Oh, I don't even know how to start, man.
That's a tricky part.
So,
Okay. Okay.
let me prep myself, man. Let me prep myself.
For 60 seconds as
I
well.
gotta sit straight as well. I gotta
See,
think.
what's that, bro?
It's gonna be-
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so let me know when to stop.
Okay. Start now.
So, the other day was hard, right? So I was going to work and look, I paused already, bro. I gotta restart that one. That was just
So you can't even pause.
Yeah, you can't even pause, bro.
Alright.
You just gotta keep going. Restart that one. Restart that one.
You said, damn, my God. So it's that hard.
Yo, that's hard, bro.
I speak with bones.
Yeah, okay. I gotta do it in a way like I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
I gotta do
Let's
it.
do-
I
yeah.
gotta do that.
You ready?
Okay.
Alright.
Wait. Let me prep myself. Ah! Damn. Okay, let's go.
Right. Cool. Stop.
So the other day I'm walking and I see a car. In the car, there's a dog. The dog was looking like he was extremely uncomfortable. So I go to the car, I open the door. I'm like, what's going on here? Where's the owner of the dog? I looked at the dog, I looked at the collar, and the dog's name was Veggie. So I'm like, Veggie, what's going on, bro? So I pick him up, to bring him back outside. When I turn around, the land vanished, bro. It was only just water. So I'm thinking to myself, why is this water? Why did the land just disappear? So I look closer in the water. There's a finish, bro.
That was about 36. Well, that
was 36.
Yeah, 38.
I nearly had it, bro. 30 seconds more.
38 seconds.
My days, bro. Oh my
I
days.
think I can smash it, you know?
Yeah, try it,
I
man.
can waffle.
Bro, I'm not gonna stop trying this till I get it one day, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop trying.
60 seconds.
I was
again.
close as well. Okay, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready?
First was a trial, yeah? But you're gonna get, I can waffle for
I
days.
just say, someone's old when all they do is whistle. Yeah.
Yeah. that age. Alright, give it to me.
I got the whistling for days.
Ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I decided to go to Zambia and say I'm traveling back to the country. I saw a film. Shit! Let's rewind back. Let's rewind back.
It's not easy, is it?
It was easy.
Bro, it's not easy, man. Because there's literally no pausing, and your brain's gonna keep firing and firing, bro. There's no pausing, bro. It looks easy, isn't it?
Bro, it looks very easy.
But when you start doing it, it's not
you wanna
easy.
create
man.
a post you can think.
Exactly.
It's so easy, guys.
And you gotta, this guy is easy.
Yeah.
Brother, come on.
You put it for 1 minute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at the camera, bro. 1 minute, bro.
I'm trying to figure out.
Second chance for you, bro.
Okay, second chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second chance. But you gotta think about it like, maybe you're talking to yourself.
Okay.
Maybe it's gonna work that way.
Okay.
Yeah. But remember, the story doesn't have to make sense.
It can just be waffling.
It's just
Alright.
just waffling anything, bro. Anything.
I was spitting bars, basically.
Yeah.
So I think-
Come on, rapper.
Yeah.
You're a rapper.
Yeah, I was spitting
Okay.
bars. Let me know.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Decided to go Mosh United. Reached at the stadium, saw Ronaldo there. I was thinking, hey, Ronaldo is here, man. Right, when I saw him, he was coming towards me. I was like, I stopped him and said, how you doing, Ronaldo? The first thing is, Ronaldo knew me. I was like, how did you know me, my guy? He's like, nah, I know you very well. I was like, oh, that's nice, though. I looked back, I think I said, when Rooney looked, he said, that's Joe. I said, bro, they know me like that. I said, yeah, they asked me, you want to meet the owner of Old Trafford? I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. We go there, we go into a nice suite, there was food displayed right there. I started eating, chilling, feeling good. Next thing I know is I see Pogba going in, coming, dancing, the way he does every time. I said, dang, Pogba, still dancing, my guy, this is where we let you go. Pogba just laughed and said, wow, man, I can't believe you just said that. I'm like, cool. Let's say, no, it's just a thing that's coming in. Damn, Jesse, what happened to your haircut? You changed your haircut, now you're looking Chinese. I'll tell you this though, yeah? I was,
Bro, 9 seconds out. 9 seconds
I
out.
just had to roast Jesse.
Bro,
I was
9 seconds out,
My
bro.
mind is delusional, man. I will think about.
He does look Asian now, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looks Asian.
Yeah, and then you're
But,
Jesse.
I keep rolling, man. He's
Bro,
gonna take off
I
the
could have taken Jesse with you, man. But that's what I thought about. I'm gonna roast Jesse because that's my guy. Let me.
No, that was good though. 51 seconds, bro.
That was 51 seconds.
51 seconds, bro. You was so close, bro. 9 seconds.
Bro, he keep me united like in walk because those are my dreams in my head. I wish they can actually happen, but they can never
Don't worry,
happen.
I'll show you
So-
the lingo when I see you, bro.
So yeah, let's get a win now.
No, you didn't win.
Dang,
You didn't win.
no, I have to be this.
No, it's gonna be 60 seconds, bro. We both failed. It's gonna be 60 seconds. Unfortunately,
It did work.
we all lose it, man.
I think.
But he was so close, bro. He was so close.
Dang.
9 seconds out, bro.
That was the
And
most
you started roasting Lingard, bro. You should have just kept roasting him.
It's Lincoln. It's
should
my
have just-
guy,
you
man.
should have just
After
kept
so
roasting him,
cool, that's what you got there, right? Let me still.
You should have just kept roasting, but but that's not easy, is it?
It's not easy at all.
It's not easy, man.
Because now I just think delusional.
Yeah, you have to be delusional.
I saw
It's
Ronaldo
just
and I said Ronaldo knows.
anything.
You know, deep that is.
You might have seen it, But it's just anything that comes to your brain, bro. Literally anything,
I
man.
saw Ronaldo. I saw
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But you're doing so well, bro.
Man,
We're gonna run it one time again. We're gonna run it one time again.
shit. I think that's the best I can do,
Yeah. Nah, you can keep going. If you didn't laugh or decide to roast Lingard,
Bro, everything's
you'd have done it. You'd have done it.
Bros, with my team, I can go that way. I don't know any other conversation I can go
Oh,
that way.
just United, yeah.
Just United, bro. I love my team that
I don't
much.
think you should be in love with United at the moment, bro. But we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Right. Give me an explanation. How many did you do before? How many seconds was that?
38.
38.
I did 38.
Okay.
I did 51. But we're running back again next time.
Yeah.
Let's see how, we're going to keep practicing now.
Yeah.
But 60 seconds is a long time,
It's a
man.
long time, bro.
60 seconds is
I'm
a
not
long
gonna
time.
lie.
It seems like, you're talking to someone else. It seems like a short time. But when you're going to waffle non-stop, and you're just going to say literally anything that comes to your brain.
Basically, you can't lie for non-stop because
Yeah.
people will.
Because it's not natural.
It's not natural.
It's not
for it to
natural.
speak.
But there are people that can do this,
Yeah.
I can go on for 5 minutes. And just waffling. And non-stop.
Yeah, I think I might be professional.
But it's more like you gotta think ahead of time before you even finish the next word.
Dang.
There's gotta be a whole sentence, getting ready to go.
Bro, that was interesting, though.
That was interesting, man. That was a good exercise, man.
really interesting.
But yeah, we're gonna run it back
Yeah.
sometime soon again, bro. Because I'm not gonna stop till I'm able to do the
You know
full minute,
what?
bro.
Once we start doing that professional lies,
You gotta
like,
be
this is
professional.
where Mandem can lie. kind of, they can go, 60 seconds. Just,
Press the waffling. But hey, I've been waffling for ages, man. I've been waffling for ages.
Nah, that was a good one. Well, that's a
Yeah.
good one. What we have next?
So the second segment I got
Yeah.
for you is we're gonna play a game,
Yeah.
right?
Let's go.
This game is called If I Were the World. Right?
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a statement, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna come up with a rule
Yeah.
that I need to implement in the world, and everyone in the world has to oblige. Is that a word? Yeah, oblige?
Yeah.
Oblige to this rule. Yeah?
Yeah.
And everyone. So basically, my aim is to, try and convince you
Yeah.
to vote for me. But other people are going to be involved as well. So I'm going to try and get both of you
Yeah.
to, vote for me. If both of you vote for me,
Yeah.
I win. But if one of you vote no, one of you vote yes,
Yeah.
then I lose.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you guys can ask me questions as well.
Okay.
And yeah, so my rule is,
Mm.
how do I think about this one now?
Yeah.
My rule is every country in the world will only be allowed to broadcast on national TV. No international affairs. So if we're from the UK, you're only allowed to broadcast UK television. That's it. No American shows, no nothing. Basically just pure British entertainment. From the radio, the TV, Netflix, anything. It's gotta be purely British. If I'm in Zambia, everything is gonna be purely Zambian. That's it.
That's being antisocial.
Well, I like that.
That's it.
That's exactly.
Adam said that's being antisocial.
Yeah, that's the argument.
Why is it being antisocial?
Yeah, because you don't know what your neighbor is going through.
Yeah. You don't need to know what your neighbor is doing, yeah?
Right.
So basically, this rule is going to allow each country to depend on themselves for entertainment.
Oh, we can't depend on ourselves. So
Yeah.
is it that it's only? How do we know what's going on in Japan?
You don't need, that's the thing. You don't need to go what's going on in
When
Japan.
Japan is coming for you.
They're not going to come for you. Why are they coming for you?
Because the truth is that it's always a hierarchy. Like there's always somebody depending on somebody. Look at somebody like in your family.
Yeah.
Maybe your little brother will look
Yeah.
at
I know what you're going to say. And that's the thing. When the system is first implemented,
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a couple of years to get running and for everything to be smooth. Yeah. But the end goal is for every country to be self-reliant.
But you know, some countries can't run with other countries.
Yeah. Because the
Like what?
It's impossible.
Explain.
Like let's say the UK. I want to say Africa, but let's say
Yeah.
let's say the UK, right?
Yeah.
There are certain resources that they need
Yeah.
from countries like from Africa in order for them to continue living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let's just say chocolate. I'll give it the most simplest chocolate, right?
Yeah.
They can't grow their own. What do you call it?
Cocoa, whatever it is.
That's grown in other countries.
Okay.
Right. So there's that need of. I feel like knowing what other people are doing
Yeah.
can give you a chance for you to help out if there have been any difficulties. You know, and to be a good alliance, wherever they use it. You see, so it's important to know what your neighbor is doing because you want to help and help in hand, but you want to create the alliance where you all support each other one way or the
Yes.
other.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but chocolate is not important, brother. Chocolate is not important.
that's an example.
Okay.
I actually said, you need to go deep.
What I'm saying
The
is,
simplest form.
I get what you're saying, but you're saying that now because you know what other countries have. Think about future generations. They're not going to be able to know what's going on out there. So they're going to be comfortable with what they have. You get me? Which is the end goal, is basically to be self-reliant as a country. You don't need to look how much influence the West got on Africa, for example.
Yeah.
It's got so much influence.
But you know what brings me to that, right?
Yeah.
I want to say certain countries, you know.
You're gonna say them. Don't worry about them, man.
Africa,
Yeah.
generally, yeah. We could be okay.
Yeah, we'll be more than okay.
Yeah, we could be really okay, right? Without the outside world helping us here and there. That's
Yeah.
what I think. You know.
Yeah.
Do I feel like some European countries wouldn't be okay? Would they suffer?
Say the name, brother.
I feel like I feel like right
Yeah.
in Africa we can grow our own food and eat it.
Yeah.
Somehow we manage to have our own natural medication.
Yeah.
To, heal ourselves
Yep,
and stuff. So certain things are working good instead of before we were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we've reached a point where if you were introduced that now,
Yeah.
today, now,
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't work. Because Africa as a whole, we rely so much from the Europeans. Instead of medication, if we're gonna go deep with it, like medications, like if we're sick, instead of medication, we can never manufacture in our own country. I don't know why. You can only get it from Europe. Are we saying
Yeah.
you can not watch them on TV, but you can communicate with them in other means? Or are you trying to say cut off all communication
You don't need to know what they're doing.
and cut off any communication?
Basically, only the leaders can kind of communicate with each other. That's it.
If the leader communicate, then the people.
If you say it that way, the leaders won't communicate, we are doomed. Because this is where we get doomed. Yeah?
I take my statement back. I take it back. Because I'm thinking of some leaders, right?
I was thinking,
I'm thinking about Donald Trump.
yeah, they were like,
I'm president of the United States.
oh, you know what?
The world will be over.
Oh,
So I take that back.
Right.
So basically, yeah, just no communication, bro. No communication.
Zero communication.
Zero communication.
I don't think the world stop.
Yeah, because for how you see it,
Yeah.
the way it's made, yeah,
Yeah.
there's where the knowledge is,
Yeah.
and there's where the goods are.
Yeah.
You see, so it needs to be the both, like the mixture of the knowledge and
Yeah.
the goods to come together to make
Yeah.
something. But
So-
if you cut,
Basically, what you're saying is you need the best of both worlds.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you think about the olden days, yeah,
Yeah.
how did people survive?
I said, that's my main point is who found who? You know what I mean by that? No. This is my question. You know what I mean by that? Who found who? Some people are just out there sitting on their own chilling.
I know who found who.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean?
this time it's gonna be strict. Everybody's gonna stay, bro.
They'll find us.
Don't worry about who find you, but they ain't gonna find us.
Just on TV people. They didn't even know there were people that side.
Don't worry,
But
bro.
they Trump on that side.
Columbus is not coming back. Columbus is not coming back. Okay? So no one's allowed to go anywhere. No one's allowed to go anywhere. And everything we currently have in our countries right now, we're keeping. Yeah. Think about how the society can develop. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Think about how many, like for example, the football. Think about how many people watch the Premier League. How many people love football.
Yeah.
But now, if you say you can't watch Premier League, you have to watch your own league. Think about how much money can go into that, into the National Football League. You get me? Think about how much money the society can make producing and consuming things that are produced in our own countries.
You know the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
It's a beauty. If you say cut off all communication and everything else, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Africa will benefit from that the most.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what people are
Each one to
saying.
themselves.
Yeah.
Each one to themselves.
But
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. I don't know the other side how things are looking.
Yeah.
I think
Each one for themselves, bro.
Yeah.
So what you have in your country right now, you have to think of ways to develop it, ways to make it better, ways to sustain it, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's gonna be good, bro. Because it's gonna encourage people to think outside the box.
you think that can be a dictator if he was a president?
I think
This guy is saying, will I be a dictator? But I'm not gonna be a dictator, bro. I just want everyone to consume what they have because we've been brainwashed by that. Not brainwashed, but the Western society is taking over the world, bro.
you know what?
Like, think about Africa right now. Not even Africa, Zambia.
Yeah.
Think about how many things that we do that are influenced by the Western world.
Yeah, I give you that. You're right.
Yeah. No, 100%. Education especially.
Yeah. So think about, say,
100%.
Movie stars, for example, if we stop watching them
Yeah.
and we come up with our own stars, there's loads of talent everywhere.
Yeah.
There's loads of talent everywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own stars in our own countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
We understand them, they understand us. We are the same people.
Mm.
You get me?
Yeah.
So they're making money. We're consuming what they're, producing
Yeah.
as a country. No one else has to see it. We're proud of what we have.
Dang. I can see.
We are proud of what we have. We don't need to be outsourcing and look at what other people are doing. Should we do that? Is this right? Is this wrong? We come as a people together and we say, this is what we're going to do.
The question you want to find out if we will vote for you.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So, but on what basis? On what basis?
On the basis of, look, I feel like
Yeah.
this is me being so positive, right? So positive. Yeah. Us coming together that we have from different worlds with different cultures and different, the region and whatsoever,
Yeah.
has made the world a beautiful place.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
our differences,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not, our differences, like, imagine not knowing about curry, man. Eating some nice curry.
Yeah, want the butter curry?
Yeah. Trying different foods, traditions and cultures, I think has made the world a very beautiful place. So
But
maybe the world
is
where
that beneficial?
I think I would say now, yeah, it is. It's benefited as
Why?
low.
Why is it beneficial?
That's a great question. I feel like it's opened people's mind, man. People's mind.
But do you not think if you didn't know what was out there, would you want to go out there and you wouldn't know there was curry?
But you wouldn't know what I was carrying.
Yeah. So you're us in Zambia, and you be eating.
You'd be happy what you have.
Yeah, you'd
that's,
enjoy it.
That's very true. But
You won't be craving what's outside there
But the
because
question
you won't
is-
know what's going on outside.
you want to stop it.
I want to stop it.
Yeah, you said once you come in power, you stop it from happening.
Yeah. So basically, you can only consume what's from your country.
I can't vote for you, man. You know why?
Why
I like plantain.
Why not?
I like plantain.
You wouldn't know there was plantain if you didn't try it.
I like Congolese. I even go deeper, like South Africa. Are you looking what I'm looking at, bro?
This is what I'm saying. You're only saying that now because you've experienced it.
You know what?
But think about future generations. Think about how beautiful it's gonna be. Everyone is of the same people. They've made up their own values, their own traditions.
Right. My argument to that is,
Yeah.
if you say, this is what I'm confused. If you say that was to happen before I knew or ever I know,
Yeah.
I agree with it. I'm probably gonna be. What you don't know
Yeah.
will never hate you.
You never hit you.
You see, you be content with your house. That's how life is. But,
God damn.
you know.
Okay. What you don't know, we never hit you.
But once you know something is there,
Yeah.
bruh, you always
want it.
Yeah. So if in the beginning things were like, you know what, I think we'll all be content. I think everybody will
Okay.
be.
So, like I said before,
Yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be a process. It's not gonna sink in now. But if you think about future generations, yeah,
And this is what I think. I think when you become a politician, you be leadership. You know what I mean? You don't get no for no. You don't get a bridge. I'm not gonna go for you. No.
this is a very good idea, bro. This is a very good idea. Think about how many talented footballers there in Zambia that never get
I'm thinking about
the time of the day.
Two legends I will never see play again, man. Messi, Ronaldo.
Think about how many Messis there are in Zambia, bro.
None.
Okay, I was just capping it now. They ain't no Messi. Bro.
Yeah.
They ain't no Messi.
See,
But think about how many Ronaldos are there in Zambia, though. Think about the football that you saw when you were growing up there. Think about the football that you saw. The guys that you thought, oh, this guy could play football. Think about those guys on the biggest stage in your country.
I'm still not going on.
Think about them getting the flowers. Think about how many, people are talented mechanics. They can make cars. They can make,
I'm still not voting for you.
they can, you know, we can make our own version of the iPhone.
Okay.
It's gonna be the iPad or whatever. I don't know what it is.
Still not voting.
Brother, come on. So that's a no.
I said no.
Oh my days, Adam. Is that a yes or no? You voting for me or no?
Yeah.
You voting for me?
Yeah, one.
That's still a loss though.
I can get it.
At least I got one vote.
I'll produce
He's coming with
it. You want it to. You want it for this.
No, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
That's his point.
A yes is a yes. A yes is a yes.
Yeah.
A yes is a yes.
Yeah. What means
Brother,
no?
Let's go. Let's go.
What means no?
think about
I
it.
think the
Think
world is.
about how much wealth you can bring to your own people.
I think damn it, I think
Think about how much wealth you can bring to your own people, man. Think about that.
because I don't want to know. If I don't want you want to know, I would have said yes.
Think
because I
about the
don't know.
engineers, bro. Think about the engineer who's stuck in the village, bro. Because no one sees him. But with this system, he's gonna get seen.
No.
He's gonna get, think about all the what do you call the people that study space.
I'm looking at my people and what we know right now. Dang.
But they'll never get recognized though. It's only the people that get recognized are the people with the, you know, like the engineer. No engineer in the village is getting recognized.
No.
You get me?
No,
But
politician.
with this system, you can recognize him.
No.
He can become one of the best engineers in the country.
No. This politician does never get no, you know.
Yeah, you're saying about the medicines that we can't survive unless we export them from outside the country. Do you know what limits you get pushed to if you know there's no other way?
I feel like this is my thing. My argument to this is if we never knew what was out there,
Yeah.
we'll be okay. But just now because we know what's in you know in Barcelona, you know wherever we know what's in the UK, you know I feel like someone, even though you make those rules, certain people are still gonna find a way to come over.
I see what's going on. I see what's going on.
It's a food.
I see what's going on.
It's a food.
What kind of food are we talking about?
Plantain, you know, it's a food.
Mm.
Plantain, it's a food. It's
a food.
Because I know and you know, I think it would be hard for you to be like, damn, I can't say that anymore.
It's gonna be hard, but the time is gonna pass.
I feel like because we know what we know.
Time is gonna pass, and you're gonna reap what you sow, brother.
I said no. Can we? You said no, yeah?
Oh my days. Okay, I go one yes, one no, and 50-50. That's a
50-50.
tiebreaker. Okay. So yeah, my brother, if you were the world,
What would I do?
yeah,
Yeah, man. You know what the crazy thing is? I didn't even think.
yeah.
I was so invested in what you were saying, yeah? I was
focused on the
so
dog.
invested trying to just argue.
He was focused on the
and I
dog.
didn't think of what I would do
Yeah.
if I was to.
You gotta think about it, and you gotta think about exactly why you wanna do it. Because we're gonna ask questions, but
Hey,
We're gonna ask you questions.
what would it do different if
Yeah.
we were to look
could be anything, man. Or what rule would you change that you currently don't like?
at the moment?
Yeah. Anything along those lines.
Yes, that's a great question. I think, you know what? I want to give something when I know I can have a good argument, a strong argument.
Yeah,
against
yeah,
it, right?
you gotta, yeah.
Because I can just give something now and then, you know.
Your argument is gonna be weak, you're gonna be straight away. Nope.
Yeah, we just
Nope.
don't make sense. Dang.
You gotta do something.
I gotta think quickly on my feet to this one.
Yeah, on your feet,
Probably,
son.
yeah, it has something to do with the current topic where. Dang, I think that's where can I argue against that one? Where the
find
the
a
free
good
will to travel to any country and back.
So travel anywhere
Yeah.
and back. You don't need no passport.
Yeah, without no passport and nothing, like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereby,
So
you know,
be able to travel anywhere in the world
in the world,
without no passport.
without no passport.
Okay.
But you know what? I think that one I just said, right? I'm sure there's loads of negativity.
How about all the illegal ones? How about if I go? How about if I go and don't come back?
But you know what? Yeah, I just thought about the cousin I was. I can't tell that because I can see all my boys are coming. We are about to leave here.
Donald Trump is gonna get ice on you, bro.
damn, I was going to say, now I need to really think. I'm not interested.
You gotta have a good argument.
But you have to have a strong argument.
Yeah, you have to have a very strong argument.
Say, this is.
There's gotta be something good.
Bruh, well,
There's something you're confident you can argue.
what's something coming? You're just going to put the general world, not only in my country, just
Yeah.
general world.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow.
What can I change right now?
If you rule the world. Or even if you wanna change the one rule for Zambia or whatever, you can change it. Because you rule the world, bro.
And the rule for Zambia, you can change it. I would say free medication.
Free medication.
Free medication, bro.
Okay,
Free
okay.
medication.
But then, if you say free medication,
Yeah, free medication.
do you not think people are gonna abuse it?
I feel like the thing is, right? I think like people are still abusing it, even though when it's on the price.
Yes.
It's the thing with cannabis, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if cannabis was free, as many as people think it would be, some people abuse it.
Yeah.
I think if it would be like a normal thing, it would be a general thing. But when it comes to medication, I just wonder, right?
Yeah.
Some medication, especially these medication companies, are benefiting a lot.
Yeah.
People getting sick or people having
That's true, that's
diseases to the point that I feel like some diseases might be manufactured. I know this is
Yes.
some,
Oh,
you think saying this
What's
disease.
going on?
I know for you to make profit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There should be some people who are sick.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like you're benefiting from people being sick.
Yeah.
Basically, if people are having this disease, you're benefiting.
You're benefiting. Yeah.
What if there was no profit attached to it?
Yeah. So, who's manufacturing this medication?
That's a great question. I wish I had knowledge who's actually doing it, but I know there's some people out there
Some people.
who are definitely benefiting very much at people getting sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So, but they're benefiting.
There's a lot of money in the pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money.
Our producer just yeah.
So-
there's a lot of money. So someone somewhere is benefiting.
Someone.
Yeah,
benefiting.
but I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
People are getting sick, man. People need to get help, bro. Why should be a thing where people have to pay for
You have to
medication?
pay for it.
Who's benefiting from that?
I agree about the pay part, but I think
Yeah.
people, because they've got easy access to it now,
They abuse it.
they're gonna abuse it.
But when you
Even more.
when you use the word abuse,
Yeah.
in what aspect?
I mean, you don't have to prove you got anything. You just turn up and get the medication and you go.
I feel like when we use the word free, right?
Yeah.
We'll be like, it's the same thing. Some process we have at the current moment.
Yeah.
You go to the hospital,
Yeah.
right? They give you a check and they say, right, you have this certain disease,
Yeah.
right? But however, with that certain disease,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay for the medication we're going to give it to you.
Okay. But if no one's making money, do you not think the infrastructures will be less developed
And
and they won't have the best personnel?
and you're going to go
for
to
the
the
job?
job.
The reason why we got the best of everything at the moment
Oh.
is because of high pay.
I bet, right. I'll argue with this, man. I don't want to chew a bone, anything that I don't know
Yeah.
knowledge-wise, because people will come for you and say, you don't even know knowledge-wise. But one thing I know, let's compare the UK and America,
Yeah.
right? In the UK at the current moment, depending on what visa or whatever
Whatever it
you're
is,
on,
yeah.
right? Most people, a majority of people have free
Healthcare.
healthcare.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
Right? It's free. And we don't pay for it. And I'm telling you, you can have, we do it to the next extent.
Yeah.
Tax.
Yeah.
But I would agree with that.
Yeah.
If every country in the world, right, to
Yeah.
say, right, based on where you're working, you're paying tax, and that's a way you can pay for your health,
Yeah.
that's cool. But I don't think that applies to every country. UK, I think that's one amazing thing
Okay.
UK have implemented.
Okay.
But in Africa, if you have certain diseases, brother,
Yeah.
you're gone.
There you go. That's true.
To the point of
What country are you from? I'm not gone, man.
you're not going.
I'm getting insane. I have trust in my people.
Some of you, I was going to say something really crazy here. I think that might cancel. But we're reaching a point where our own people don't even want to be in the hospitals back home. They have to travel to other countries to
All the rich people, what did Putin say, bro?
Yeah.
Basically, what you were saying is you want everyone in the world to have access to free medication
Right.
through the tax system,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, how about to the people that don't pay any tax? How can they get access to medication?
That's a good question. That's a good
If it
question.
was only for the taxpayers,
For the taxpayers.
yeah, how can they get access to medication?
That's a great question.
Yeah. For the people that say they don't have jobs,
I need medication.
yeah,
Ooh. You know what, yeah? As a politician, you have to come up with something when you know. Okay, so what I'll say in regards to that, right? I feel like, right?
Yeah.
There's I don't even know if this is factual, but I would like to feel like there's enough people
yeah,
paying taxes
yeah,
would help cover for those people not paying taxes. I would say this is how it's gonna go. If I was to put a process in, right?
yeah,
I would say, right, if you were to come and say you need medication, you don't work, I need you to just provide evidence saying, right, I'm not working, I'm saying the things that people start selling.
Yeah,
medication.
exactly.
They will find a reason to start selling.
Also, the taxpayers will be like, bro, I'm paying taxes for other people.
I think it's still happening too today.
Yeah, why am I paying the taxes for other people who are getting free
But
medication?
the thing is, how is the UK able to run though? Because UK are able to, like, majority of people, let's just say, right, there's majority of people, like, who are still on care,
Yeah.
right? They don't work,
Yeah.
like, you know, on council benefits and so on and so forth, right? And for some reason, somewhere, they're still able to have access to free medication and free stuff. So what process have they put in place
That's a good one. What's the
enable,
process for that?
yeah, that to have? People will tell you, right,
Yeah.
this is still money coming from the taxpayers. You
Yeah.
see?
It is
Yeah,
money
it's still
coming
money
from
coming from the
taxpayers.
taxpayers, which it also allows the government
You can
to,
do some further research on this one.
yeah, to also, you know, benefit from that. So I feel like whatever process the UK benefit, because I know not everyone works in the UK.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the ratio of people that work and people that don't work?
In the UK.
Yeah. Is there more people that work?
That's a great question, you know. That's a great
I'd
question.
like to think there's a lot more.
I think there is,
People that
or
work.
else it wouldn't work out. I think there
Yeah.
is. I think the majority of people, even though they will tell us employment rate is quite low at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not the way that it used to be, right? Especially in the UK, most people find it hard and difficult to find jobs. But I would like to believe, again, it's no factual,
Yeah.
the majority of people are working compared to the other people who are not working,
Yeah.
right? That's how I would like to think. I don't know how factual that is,
Okay.
but, you know, so for me, do you know why I actually bring up that point as well? Because I know African countries, right?
Yeah.
Right now, as we stand, I want to use the word oppressed, but I don't know if that's the right word to use.
They're definitely oppressed.
The way European people or European countries usually control African countries, you know,
Yeah.
one way they control them, you know, it's through medication and everything else.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. So there's a big power in that. Say, right.
Yeah.
Remember when selling what would you selling policies,
Yeah.
or they were trying to Africa to, you know, to get certain policies.
Yeah.
You used to tell them, say, if you do not get the certain policies, we will cut off.
This and that.
Yeah, this
So
and
they used to basically threaten them
Yeah.
to get them to do what they wanted.
So I feel like Africa in all would benefit from the free medication and so on and so forth. People are trained in Africa on how to manufacture it and how to go from here.
Yeah.
It would be very well.
But do you not think there'll be a problem? A problem like the best companies that, you know, manufacture the best medications out there, or the biggest pharmaceutical companies,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be willing to share what they have with other countries.
Yeah, I feel that's where the law and regulations come in. It's by force.
Yeah.
I feel like these companies which make medication just are millionaires. Not billionaires,
So much
they're
money, man.
trillionaires. They got
They
money,
make so
so
much
much money. But my question is, right, if you're making money from people getting sick,
Yeah.
really, and truly,
That's a wicked.
it's like, I always look at it this way, right?
But
And
wicked.
people always say people always get sick. I always look at the guy who sells coffins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good business.
Could be, it's hoping people will die for him
Yep,
to
yep,
make coffee.
yep.
And people will die. It's,
People
it's,
will
it's
die.
a normal
People
thing.
will die.
I think that's not a good example.
It's taking a dark
I'm
turn.
thinking, let's go back to normal. Let's go back to normal. Let's go back to normal. All I know is there's so much money which comes from medication.
Yeah. From pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah, so much. And these
Yeah.
big ones, you know, I don't want to mention names, but they're really, really big ones, right? Yeah. So if we would say we are cutting off all these profit margins you guys are making,
Yeah.
whatever information you find off, share it to other countries, let everybody know.
Yeah.
Let everybody have their own site and their own manufacturing site, and they can go from there.
Yeah. And this is all being funded for by the taxpayers.
Open the taxpayers.
Okay. Adam, you got any questions?
Free medication.
Free medication. What is that? What is that you're opening? Is that
Yeah,
free medication?
it's a free medication.
So,
Like,
free
To be
medication.
honest, I think it's for me. I think it's a very good. I'm voting in for that.
free medication, right?
Adam was voting in. Why are you voting in, bro?
I voted because it's something like you said before. Even if for the tax,
Yeah.
I think even if in UK like they say it's free medication, but it's not free.
Yeah.
Because
true.
there's the money
Somebody, there's always
yeah, the
somebody
government's paying for that.
behind the closed doors. Somebody's
Yeah.
making loads of money.
Yeah, and the government is covering for the people
Okay.
through the tax people pay.
Yeah.
So, but I think if every country have free medication, I think we can
Mm-hmm.
go far. Yeah,
We can go far.
you can go far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people will live longer, man. That's what
People
I think.
live longer.
Yeah, I think Africa will benefit from it. I think one people will benefit from it is Africa will benefit from
Will
that
benefit
free
from that.
education, 100%. So that's my argument.
Okay. So Adam, we voted yes, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote yes as well. I'm gonna vote yes as well.
This is how we go, guys.
I'm gonna vote yes as well. That's a good idea. Free
Vote for me, I'll change the world. You know what I mean?
Free medication for everybody in the world, bro. That's a win-win.
Yeah, that's a win-win, man.
That's a win-win. I
That's a
don't see
win-win.
any downsides to that.
Yeah, that's a win-win, man.
That's a very good one. That's a very
You
good
know
one.
what? It was really hard for me to think of that.
You might be a politician.
I want to be politician.
You might be a politician in here, bro.
If you go against Donald
He's a professional waffler.
If you go against Donald Trump and you give that as a campaign, you're gonna win.
Free medication for everybody in the world.
Even if for dog and for cat.
Everybody, free medication.
No, that's a really good idea, though. That's a really good idea.
Okay.
I'll definitely go.
Before we go any further, right? I know there's some experts out there who are sat with the laptop thinking, look, man, we are having a conversation.
Okay, so last segment. Yeah. I was thinking the other day, saying, if I went missing, how long would it take for people to notice that I'm missing? So I wanted to ask you as well, say, how long do you think it's going to take for people to notice that you're missing?
Oh, man. That's
You was so hard, man. How long do you
I
think
think
it would, for people to
you,
notice?
you mean me personally?
Yeah, you personally, bro. Okay, let's say this.
Yeah.
Let's say you went on a holiday,
Yeah.
just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
You
Right.
told your work you're going for a holiday,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, just because you go to work every day.
Yeah.
So you just told your work you're going to a holiday.
And then you go
Yeah.
miss-
So just people that just generally know you, home, friends, whatever.
Yeah.
How long will it take for them to notice you're missing?
I said currently.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's a week.
You,
A week?
you said
A week.
big guy.
Claude.
He said we don't care.
A week.
No.
I mean, like, you said if he's going on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just say he told his work, he lied to his work, saying he's going on a holiday. So his work doesn't call like his next of kin or whatever, saying, "Oh, he wasn't turned up to work for
Okay.
2 days. We've been trying to reach him. He's not answering." So just say he lied, saying he's on holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, he lied to his work, saying he's on holiday. But how long would it take for us, like his friends, his family, to notice?
I think a day.
And,
A day?
Yeah.
Nah, not a day,
I
bro.
think for me, you won't be a day.
No, I don't think it's a day for me.
I think it'll be less than that.
Less than that.
If I go
Why is
missing,
it less than that?
I think it'll be less than that.
That
Why
makes
is it less
a
than
day.
Eh? I think if okay, what was a great question, right? If I was missing, yeah, and I think it's a day because those people are trying to contact me. I think in a less than 12 hours,
12 hours.
some people are trying to reach me.
Yeah, no one was gonna miss him in
Yeah.
12 hours.
You know,
I know we're gonna.
So if they don't,
This me.
yeah, if they don't reach you,
Okay, I'm gonna say this is the crazy thing here. This is my guy. I was not even missing 2 hours. I was seeing no meme. You know that TikTok, whatever Instagram, it hasn't sent one reel. In about 3 hours.
so bro,
I'm like-
you're missing because of reels.
Man, I was like, I haven't seen the reel in 3 hours. I'll give it 4 hours. Yes, I sent the reel. He's gone.
Yo, is it not missing?
Yeah, because I think he sent me about 14 a day. So I would know if I don't receive a reel in the next 6 hours.
So you know I'm missing because of the reels.
Like, I would know about the reels, man. I was like, doing more. In 6 hours, I would say no real. I'm like, let me keep another 1 hour. 7 hours, no real. I'm like, please, guys, start looking, man.
Yeah, I think it's day.
A day.
Day.
Maximum, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A day.
Me, I think most of people less than 24 hours. I think it was less than 24 hours.
Yeah. You know how I know Adams
Yeah.
he's gonna go missing?
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna make any more music.
People like, yo, you haven't
He
dropped the
makes a
band.
new song every hour, bro.
Every hour,
Every
right.
hour. So if I don't see a new song, I'm like, that's a bit different.
That's crazy.
What's going on? Let me call him. He's not answering.
You guys did not know how, on the other side, this is deep.
This is deep, bro.
Because if you ever say, I can go 3 days and no one noticing me saying,
That's crazy, bro.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You shouldn't go 2 days
Yeah.
without people noticing you.
That's crazy.
You see?
Listen to this, though.
Yeah.
Say, this is now in all seriousness, yeah?
Yeah.
Say, for example, you try to call me
Yeah.
and I'm not answering,
Right.
right? Your first thought would be, he's okay, he's gonna call me back.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, he's a grown man, he can handle himself.
Yeah, most definitely.
But
Yeah.
how long is it taking for you to then actually be like, yo, I'm panicking?
If
what's going on?
If you traveled,
Yeah.
yeah, just in the country,
Yeah.
I'll give you a day. If you don't
A
come,
day?
if you don't come back to me the next day, it's gonna be a problem. And I'm not seeing you posting no snap or anything.
No, it's not, bro.
And I'll be worried.
Do I even post like that?
Nah, no, you don't. But if it's the whole day, my guys have
whole
picked up the
day.
phone.
Yeah.
I'll think,
Something definitely wrong.
especially if your phone is ringing.
Yeah. How about if it's not ringing?
I'll give you a day, maybe it's off.
Damn.
But again,
So a day maximum.
a day maximum.
A day maximum.
A day maximum. If I sleep, that's a great question.
That's a
Would
good
you,
question,
would I really think that the day is still missing?
Because on the other side, yeah, you'll be trying to think, yo, I'm not trying to panic, innit?
Nah, he just lost his phone or something.
Yeah, he lost his phone. He's a grown man. He's probably gonna find something else that's gonna call me.
2 days.
Then 2 days.
I'll give you 2 days, okay? But those rules,
2 days, yeah.
2 days.
So, but the rules are gonna get you for sure.
Yeah, my rules will be like,
But what's going on?
but this day is a minute ago.
What's going on?
I would think you lost your phone. But
Yeah.
even so, right? I'll be thinking, if the phone is ringing, yeah?
Yeah.
It was 1 day, it's lost.
But the question is, do you know anyone's number by heart?
Yo. No. I know people's last numbers. Like big guy.
No. Ring somebody, please. 25.
But do you know that's a great question? Then? Do you know it's important to have to know someone's number?
Bro, but when we were younger though, I used to have so many numbers in my head. I used to have everybody in my house. I used to know the number. Now, I can barely remember my own number, bro.
But do you know one person though?
Nah, bro.
You know, that's a great question. Let's say you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, right? I know there's social medias and whatever, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
But say you got no internet or
No
nothing.
internet, they
yeah.
ask you to call somebody,
Call somebody.
right now.
Oh, your phone is dead. Your phone
Yeah,
is
your
dead.
phone is
You
dead.
need a stranger to call somebody.
Call somebody. How many people know a number by heart?
I don't know. Nobody. That's bad, bro.
Bro, I just know people's last numbers. Bro.
That's bad, bro.
That's good. We think
I need
about
to ring
that.
somebody, but
Yeah, I need to
I
really
know the last two.
Yeah, I know the last 2 months.
That's 2 digits.
I know a guy who was given a number by a girl, didn't guess the last number. A girl gave me my number, saying, I'm not going to give you the last one.
I guess the bike away through
You-
all of them,
You
bro.
better find it. I can guarantee you, the guy found it.
No, I don't know anyone's number, bro. That's bad.
It's crazy though. But you know, that's how deep.
Now, after this, yeah, I'm gonna memorize so many numbers, bro. That's
You
crazy.
need at least one, bro.
Yeah.
Just in case emergency, your phone is staying off. Like,
Yeah.
you need at least
That's
one in your
crazy.
life, man. Honestly speaking, you need. But I can tell
That's
this.
gonna change, though, isn't it?
It'll change. people will think it's not important anymore. It is, man.
It is important.
No, honestly,
You gotta know it now.
I'm gonna log in into my TikTok. Well, I'm not gonna look at TikTok or Instagram, logging in the stuff, you know. But you know what? Today's been an interesting one. I've really
Today's
enjoyed it.
been something different.
Yeah,
but
something
it was
different, you know.
fun, bro. I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
man.
hopefully you guys
It
did.
definitely. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did, man.
Most definitely.
And if you like this, you like to see more of this.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know in the
Yeah,
comments,
most
man.
definitely.
Don't forget to subscribe as well, guys.
Yep, subscribe, guys.
1 second, the button is just right below. Click subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, you're watching the videos, but you're not subscribing, man. Come on.
Support, share, man.
Or like, share. Instagram, the links will be down below to
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok.
Most
So if you
definitely.
could please give us a follow down there, boys and
Yeah.
girls, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks again for watching, guys.
Thank
Till
you.
next time.
Till next time.
Just do you, bro. Remember, just do you, bro. Just do you, bro. Remember, wherever we say, just do what? Just do you.